Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1826 in Candy Crush Saga, where we now have 24 moves to clear out 140 jelly. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would really help me out. So this is a special dedication to Amber, who let me know that they have changed this board considerably. And it is a hard level, we can tell by the skull and the purple. It looks like it's the barriers that are going to create the most trouble. We can see all of this toffee, all of this frosting, and all of this chocolate. Now, when we take out chocolate, no new chocolate can form, usually, on the next turn. But then if we don't take out chocolate, more chocolate can form. But the good news is that's the only repeating blocker on this board. We don't have any way that more frosting or toffee is going to come out. So once we remove those, they're gone. And sometimes with the toffee, we don't have to remove all of it. We can move it around, unlike the stationary frosting. Although I guess the frosting is on a conveyor belt here, either this way or that way. Hard to tell right now. Oh, and it's two different conveyor belts. Now, the other one that is a permanent blocker that we sometimes forget about, these cutouts, which we can never get rid of, and which really put this into isolation. Thankfully, we do have some stripe dispensers. I'm thinking these all the way off to the sides are going to be the most important if we can get them functioning. We've got 5 colors on the board, so it's going to be hard to make matches and specials. We're going to have to concentrate on that. Matches, specials, and I think cascades if we make moves low to the ground. Let's see what we can do. Sometimes we don't get any choice of moves when we've got this limited field. This is the only move I have, better than the last time when I didn't have any moves and it reshuffled, although sometimes reshuffles can be great. I'd rather take out the frosting than the toffee in most cases, but I didn't really have a choice, nor do I have a choice here. So already we're, it's not going great for us because we don't have a whole lot of choices. Once we start having choices, then we need to make the very best decisions possible. Here I can either put these 2 stripes together so they come down this column, or they come down this column. If you don't know how that is affected, let me let you know. The stripe combo, and this holds true for a striped wrapped combo. The striped combo, you get to choose a little bit about where it's going to land. Here, both stripes are in the same row, so it's going to remove this row. But since we have a stripe in this column and a stripe in this column, we can choose which column is removed. If I push the green into the orange, it makes the orange the pivotal color. So this row will go, of course, and this stripe will go. But if I push the orange into the green, this becomes the pivotal. Again, this row will go, but this stripe will go. And I kind of like working off towards the edges a little bit more. Plus, then it's going to allow this blue to come together and make a bit of a cascade. So this is what I'm going to choose. Oh, that was a nice cascade because it was met with another blue, a stripe. So now, do I do this, which takes out a toffee entirely, or this, which takes out a toffee ring and a layer of the frosting? Now, normally I said I want to go for the frosting, but removing one entirely means I have now more space for more candies. Yuck. This really has started out to be a pretty lousy board. It can all change fairly quickly, though, once we start getting enough space open to make some combos. So I can do this to take out a toffee, this to clear this area out, this to make another stripe. I'm going to go for creating another stripe. Sometimes I use the specials that are on the board, but this also takes out a frosting, and it doesn't remove any of the rest of these specials. I'm noticing because this is not on the conveyor belt and it's so super thick, this might be a particularly difficult area to approach. Let's go ahead and do this. I still want to get these guys out of the way to get to the edges. We're getting close over on this side, and now this chocolate can't grow. Oh, and it still can't grow because this is not populated. None of the chocolate on the board can grow currently. Now, I love wrapped candies on a board like this. Look at how much it takes out. So we're getting through this really thick area here. Now the chocolate can grow over to here. Because of the conveyor belt, I don't think that this is going to hold, but it's going to come up here. If I leave everything alone over on this side, I can wait and get a striped wrapped, which I think is worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes we just want to blow things up. I could also do this, which would blow this up, take this out, and come down here and blow things up. Plus it would get rid of this and set up another opportunity for a stripe. This is the edge that I'm having trouble with, though, and if I wait for a striped wrapped combo, assuming that it doesn't blow up before I get there, it'll help me reach over to this side. So if this area needed more work, I would go with this move. Since this area needs more work, I'm going to hold off and hope that this doesn't all explode. It might. All right, good. So now we do take care of this side, but we also make an impact over here. Look at this, though. So much work to be done. I could do this to take out a jelly. I'm looking for bigger fish here. I'm looking for the layers of things. I could do this to make a stripe, but again, it's over on this right-hand side. We need more help with the left. The left is always more problematic for me. I'm going to do this to take out that frosting. Yeah, I'm just not getting what I need on this side of the board. Let's do this to set these guys up. Nope, didn't work because I was going to try to use them to clear some of this out. I do like cascading, though. It just didn't come at the right time, at the right place. Unfortunately, now this chocolate has nowhere to go except to cover this over. I can't really stop that. I could take out a frosting here. I generally prefer that, but I'm going to take out this toffee because I want to start giving this side of the board the opportunity to make some stripes that can help. I can do this, I can do this. I like taking out the toffee and the frosting layer. There we go. All right, examining as much of the board as I can because now there are lots of opportunities, so I have to investigate those. I think that this is probably the best. It may leave me with a concentration of green. It's definitely going to take out a frosting. And it may give me a stripe that can take this area out. I don't want to have to deal with that chocolate over and over. Well, it kind of did, but it didn't set it off. Ooh, I can make a color bomb. I could do this. I've got 5 moves left. If I had 3 or fewer moves left, I wouldn't even bother with the color bomb. But I like this opportunity, especially because I've got stripes coming down. Maybe I can set this up with another special. Yikes, it doesn't look like it. And I have very few moves. I could take out purple, which would take out a layer here and probably nick this, get it out of the way. I could take out green. It would get rid of some of this double thick stuff a little bit over here. And it would remove this, which I don't know that would have a great deal of impact, but it might set other things off. I can take out orange, which would take out 2 chocolate. Or I could wait and try again to set this up with a special. Because I've got a stripe dispenser here, and because I only have 4 moves, and so I need something with big impact. All of these others would be better moves if I had more moves left. But because I don't have any, I kind of need a Hail Mary. I need something that's going to work together with that. It didn't work, did it? Okay, now I'll just take out all orange and hope that that chaos creates good opportunities for me. Here's where that cascading takes place. I'd said cascading is important on this board. Yeah, so I could kind of tell from the beginning that not only was I not getting a lucky board, I was getting a particularly unlucky board. So I'm not surprised at these results, but I think that I still have a good strategy to focus on. Move over to the edges as quickly as possible. Concern myself with this area of isolation here. Open up the center of the board so I can make some combos if the board allows me to make some combos. And just be persistent. It is a hard level and they've changed it around, so Amber, you and I can do this if we just keep applying the good strategies, and when that luck comes around, then we'll have the skills to be able to capitalize on that luck. I'm going to come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off until I have something important to share. Okay, so we've got a really explosive opportunity here, so very close to getting this done. What can I do here? And it was the color bomb wrapped combo. That's always going to be beautiful. If I can hit this directly or this goes away. I think that the only option I have is to make this move with the orange and hope that either a purple comes down here and slams this, or that something stacks with a stripe and slams this. It's a long shot, but let's try it. Oh, yay for the long shot. So I got a considerable amount of luck on that board, which is what helped to propel me. But I had to set up that luck by trying to clear things out and make room for cascades and wrapped color bomb combos. All right, and this did take me a while. It took between 20 and 25 tries to get it done. Not unexpected since it's a hard level. If you folks have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching.